Hey y'all, my name is Angela Ocando, Developer Relations at Uniswap Labs. I'm also here with Ivan, one of our Uniswap Foundation ambassadors. And today we're going to show you how to navigate the Uniswap stack. When you think about Uniswap, it's probably more about the protocol, but we have plenty of sources and resources for you to interact with and build on top of the on-chain world. So to give you a little bit of context, Uniswap is one of the largest decentralized exchanges in the world, and as few metrics, 4.3 trillion of cumulative volume, and then more than 2.7 billion trades, and more than 10 million assets, along with other interesting stuff, and possibilities for all of you to interact. If at some point you're planning to, create a fintech or finance application on-chain, probably Uniswap might be an option for you. So I just want to start this by showing you the first interface of the Uniswap protocol back in 2018, and pretty much using this as an inspiration for all of you to build today. Most of the protocols built on-chain started at one of these hackathons or just as an MVP. So potentially, even if at the beginning you see some of your ideas and you're like, hey, I would love to create this as a protocol in the future, these places are excellent excuse for all of you to start building, and in the future it can probably be one of this. So yeah, first version of the Uniswap protocol, and then Uniswap stack. When I first joined Uniswap, I thought it was the AMM. And by AMM, Uniswap introduces the first version of the automated market maker, which pretty much allows you to swap on-chain, or meaning swap without the need of any centralized entity. And then during the time, it's been evolving from V2, V3, V4. Now we have Uniswap V4 that introduces hooks, allowing developers to attach custom logic to any pool action, meaning back in the day, we had just the possibility to swap, but now we also have the possibility to swap. And in these pools, we can add our custom logic. For example, I just want certain people to swap in my pool, or I just want certain people to swap, and at the same time, certain people is going to earn these type of fees, and then certain people is going to get some sort of like fees reward or whatever. So I can now have the possibility to add my own set of rules at the AMM level. Then we have the Uniswap X, which is pretty much an intent-based protocol that allows people to sign auctions or intents, and then fillers compete to execute them. So think about larger transactions where I would love to, swap $1 million or whatever. At the AMM protocol, there's this thing called slippage. So if you want a better price execution, there's certain private market makers that are gonna be competing to execute this. And at the same time, it also includes the AMM Classic. I'm going to show you later, but I'm just mentioning some of this. Then we have the CCA, which is pretty much a continuous clearing auction or an execution layer for all of you to launch tokens, where people is using this like auctions, offering a fair price value for all of these new tokens or possible tokens out there. We have the Uniswap API, recently launched earlier this year, that includes a couple endpoints, but pretty much you can use it for routing, quotes, and execution. And this Uniswap API now handles not just all of our routing mechanism at the interface level, but also includes more than 25 private market makers that pretty much gives you the best execution price when you get a quote from it. And then we have the Uniswap AI Skills, which is pretty much a set of skills that allows you to interact with our protocol using natural language. At the end of this video, we're going to show you like a small demo using these skills. But yeah, pretty much a set of tools that you could all use if you're planning to build over the weekend, but also the finance ecosystem. So yeah, as I mentioned, there are currently 4 versions of the Uniswap protocol. Uniswap V3 in particular introduced something called concentrated liquidity. So back in the day, we have this curve where whenever you added liquidity to a pool, it was distributed along the whole thing. But now it's better because you could choose, if you're adding liquidity, hey, I just want to add volume to this pool ETH USDC. The range is between, $50, $100, and $2,000. That way, both the user and the LP are getting better prices on it. And then Uniswap before, as I mentioned, introduced the Singleton pool architecture where anything happens in one contract, but also hooks, which is this thing that you could use to add specific custom logic into it. So yeah, this basically enables liquidity pool customization at the Uniswap V4 level. Again, Uniswap hooks is pretty much optional. So if you could also use pools, vanilla pools, but if you wanted to use hook pools, it's just something like you start a swap, this mechanism check if you activated the before swap flag. If you added some sort of like custom logic there, it is going to run this logic, execute the swap, and after the swap can also check that. So there's plenty of uses in here, but think about, I don't know, donations, think about KYCs, think about, I don't know, fees, think about dynamic fees. We recently launched a set of Uniswap hooks as well that I'm going to show you later, but pretty much this enables a bunch of precedents for all of you as builders. So these are some of the flags that we have. So you could, for example, customize before and after initialize the swap, after and add liquidity, after and remove liquidity, before and after the swap, before and after donate. So if you want to take a look to it, you could also go to Uniswap before template, which is pretty much like a GitHub template where we have some sort of scripts, and that should be able to help you to set up some of these pools easier. Then, as I mentioned, we have this Uniswap X, which is pretty much this exclusive intent-based protocol where we have private market makers and other AMMs, but also Classic, which this network is pretty much for people to interact and look with the best prices. Again, works for larger swaps, I guess, from $300 and beyond. But yeah, you could go to developers.uniswap quarter and you could find all of the information. Uniswap X is one of the mechanisms that we use at the Uniswap interface level to get all of our users the best way to interact with, and we work closely with market makers for these larger swaps to being executed. And then, as I mentioned, the CCA, it's just basically a new token launchpad platform. So you could interact with all of these liquidity. This is like liquidity launcher and how it works. But again, this is all of the stack that we have. Lastly, we have the Uniswap API, which honestly is one of the main things that we have for this hackathon, and we would love for all of you to integrate with. So pretty much the trading API enables all of these integrators to access deep aggregated liquidity and tap into all of these. So we use the API at the Uniswap interface level that includes the Uniswap X and also Uniswap Classic. By Classic, we refers to the protocol, the AMM, and the Uniswap X refers to these exclusive filler network that we mentioned before. But the API is also used by institutional users, and it can also be used by you. And it's as simply as go to developers.uniswap.org, claim your API key, and get access to all of our routing machine with you the need to build some of these. Pretty easy, honestly. You just check if your wallet already have this token approval. If yes, and you already signed these transactions or like approved this before, it sends a transaction directly, and you can get a quote and validate if it's ready to execute those, and then checks the permit too, that it's pretty much a security thing that we have in order to manage better your transactions. So in the end, we ask you to sign this permit to approval, so you are the only one to have access to all of these transactions. So yeah, pretty much simple flow. We have different endpoints, including the swap one and also the liquidity one. We also launched the chain actions recently, but yeah, more to come. So if you at some point are encountering any new endpoint, we can chat about it, and probably our team can work on it in the future. And finally, the Uniswap API, which again, AI is a set of AI tools that you can all use to interact across all of our stack, including the before hook security framework, including the Uniswap API, including, I don't know, liquidity provision, and more. So yeah, for this hackathon in particular, we have two tracks. So we have one from scratch, meaning the people that are just working over the weekend, we're looking for the best Uniswap API integration. That means that we want people to integrate our Uniswap API in their projects, which honestly should be pretty straightforward, because if you're building on top of any finance primitive, you might need swaps. So this should be a good way And honestly, what we're looking for on top of all of these possibilities is like the best feedback possible that we can collect. So let us know how could we improve your experience, and we're here to make it happen, let's say 2 or 3 weeks after this hackathon. So that would be awesome. That's why we added this requirement of like adding a feedback MD file in your GitHub. And then if you could go and pretty much submit this hackathon feedback, yeah, that helps us to keep this machine in track and help you to provide the best experience possible. And then we have the continuity track, which is pretty much the best Uniswap stack integration or contribution, which means pretty much if you are building on top of a project that you built before, use any part of the stack. Whatever it makes you feel comfortable, from our SDKs to our, I don't know, CCA, Uniswap X, at the AMM protocol. If you're building any new hook, there's, as I mentioned before, plenty of possibilities. The rules are the same one. We want you to listen. We're here to pretty much say, hey, how could we improve your experience? What are we missing? And how can we pretty much make your life easier possible in the future? So if you can be honest with us, and pretty much say, you know what, Angela, we're missing this endpoint. Hey, Angela, you know what, this docs is not working. Hey, Angela, you know what, this function really doesn't make sense. Hey, Angela, what if we could have APRC? That would be amazing for us. And yeah, again, we just have these 2 tracks. And then recent times, we launched tokenized assets live on Robinhood and throughout our API, throughout the AMM, and also throughout Uniswap X. But we also launched permission pools on Uniswap before yesterday. So it's pretty much a new hook that allows people to create pools that needs any whitelist addresses. And also we have dual pool hooks as well. So again, we're launching a set of new tools, a bunch of new set of stacks for all of you to interact with. Let us know how can improve those, and we'll be happy to make it happen. And then where you could find all of this information, just one place only, developers.uniswap.org. And now Ivan is gonna help us to get like a small demo using Uniswap APIs to show you, Uniswap AI to show you how easy it could be. So yeah.
Yeah, so hi. Now I will show you how to use Uniswap AI Skills to do 2 projects. First one is we will add swap and like trading, quoting capabilities to existing front end. And the second one, we will try to make a trader out of the Claude or any coding agent of your choice. So, but first, what we're about to build, let me go. By the way, all of information in this demo is here in this project. We will pin it up in the slides. So you go inside in the root and you launch the final front end. And what we will build is a Uniswap themed, D&D themed Uniswap interface. So you need to choose a character with different abilities. For example, Barbarian have increasing slippage. When you choose how much ETH you want to trade, and after that the dice will be rolled, and I have a dungeon tax of 1%. So I'm not about to pay. I'm not going to pay for that. But if you go to the same repository, to the starter, it's an empty front end with no integration, just front end. And when you go, first you go to uniswapdevelopers.org to get your API keys. Yeah, it's not loading during the internet, but you will have API keys inside and the instructions how to install the keys. I already have it. Right here in the starter. So what we will do is just grab the prompt, which will actually tell the skill that hey, we want to add Uniswap capabilities to this front end. And after around 10 minutes, the result should be similar to the final front end. So I encourage you all to try and go to me, go to booth, say, hey, Ivan, this works, this doesn't work, because it's 90% of the time it works. What would you change in the prompt to work better? And while the prompt is building, let's go to another terminal. Let's start a Claude session. And let's make Claude, let's add the ability for Claude to trade assets. So for that, we need another plugin. We'll install the Uniswap AI plugin, and we will install the Uniswap trading tools. It already have a couple of strategies pre-installed. For now, I will test the simple strategies, and the simple strategy is time-weighted average. So I want my Claude to buy $10 worth of ETH each day for the next 30 days. And we can do that. You just say hi, go to Robinhood chain, use the API to buy some ETH. And it will also have need 3 minutes to set up. But after that, you will have 3 configs. So here's the strategy config. You have RPC, the strategy, ETH. Here is from the old strategy where we are converting ETH to wrapped ETH, but it's the same for another tokens. Amount and guardrails. The second one is the state. So each time the bot executes the transaction, it updates the state. And it also generates a run script, which allows you to launch it. So you will need to either launch it manually each time, or add it to cron jobs, or add it to some cloud runs, or if some automated agent, for example, like OpenClaw or Hermes, it will be already incorporated. And let's take a look. It's still building, and the front end is still building. So after 10 minutes, we will have a working prototype. Yeah, I think back to Angela.
Honestly, no, that should be it. If you guys have any questions, we're here. But also, if you want to go to our booth, we're there. And you have us during the whole weekend. And if not, again, you could go to Uniswap, developers.uniswap.org, use our help center, and promise all of our team is there to understand how to get your integration smooth and have fun during the weekend. So thank you. Do we have questions? We're good? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, what? Yeah, we don't have Robinhood Testnet support. Yeah, that's true. It's just live. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is supported. Yeah, I actually ran I think that one is not published yet, but I was just playing with small numbers. It's gonna be the classic. It's gonna be using the classic over the Uniswap X, but yeah, it worked perfectly. So yeah, cool.
Do you also have a CLI?
We don't have CLI yet. Yeah, but we have the skills. That's all we have at the moment. Yeah, if that's something that you could it will be best for you, we could also add it to the roadmap. We're working on it, but should live in the next, I don't know. Cool.
Can you explain a little better the tools, that thing where you guys are released to this at all?
The permission pools?
Yes.
Yeah, so do we have time? Not really. No, we're good. But I can explain that over to you in the booth, and it's pretty much a new hook for allowing new wallets to that pool, in particular in our swap. So we're good. Cool. Thank you all.